Hello, all. Another Gray Area podcast. This is a little different from your usual interviews with developers podcast, but I thought I'd come and share some reviews for just a couple things that you might have seen in the past. I've done a pair of shoes. I've done some things for ThinkGeek. ThinkGeek is now GameStop, so they're having a 75% sale, by the way, this week. So anything you've ever wanted that's left, I would grab it because you can get some amazing things for like $6 on there. Anyway, most of that stuff, and again, it's pretty rare. It's just things that I think that you might enjoy and that I enjoy when it comes to conventions. The shoes, you can look back on grayareapodcast.com or Jenesee.com. Stuff that, is really important when you're walking around for miles and miles and, it's kind of pedantic. A little podiatry joke for you there. But honestly, like that's a really important thing to be aware of when you're going to conventions, and I go to a lot of conventions. So recently I had the pleasure of going to E3 in Los Angeles, and when I was there I used a backpack for the first time that was backpack/laptop bag, and I want to do a review for it here. So in the meantime, I will be working on other Gray Area podcasts. I promise we will have interviews with developers. I think the next one, I keep saying I'm going to do my time in Portia, and I keep meaning to do that. It's a really great game. I'm also playing Deep Rock Galactic, so I'll be doing more live streams with that. Hopefully you enjoy that. In the meantime, here's my level 3. It's called Level 3 Backpack from Meta Threads. Get back to here so you can see it. Okay, so some of the features of this and why I'm bothering to show you this when it has very little relationship to actual gaming content is because this is for esports primarily. It doesn't mean you can't use it. I don't play esports, but there's cool features here that I think are specialized for people that carry a lot of gear, and that's why I'm saying esports, because you may have a lot of systems, a lot of stuff that you want to share, and that's why. So one of the things that you see first of all is on this meta area. Look, it's a Velcro patch. So if you have any kind of team patches or just personal patches, I'm making some of my own, or you just really like Velcro patches, you can stick them here to kind of add your own flair and customization, which is something you don't see a lot. Because if you're sitting there and maybe your backpack isn't on you at the moment, you go in to get it, there's 1,000 black laptop bags. I mean, that's the most common color for laptop bags. So now you'll know what's yours because you have your flare. I don't have my flare on here, sorry. Also has this front zip area, which you can put stuff in, or if you want to slide your keyboard through here because you're really proud of your keyboard, you can do that too. One of the things I like about this is it has a slot here on the front inside when you unzip this scenario here for a battery pack. And if you're doing long flights, like I often do, it's really nice to not have to dig around so that you can plug things in. It has this little plug on the side, so you can just plug your stuff in and go. It has your standard like stuff on here. This is where I kind of keep all of my laptop plugs or my phone plugs and everything else. Also up here, it's pretty neat because honestly, like when you're flying a lot, like I do, you have to have your ID out, you have to have your passport out, you have to have, whatever. I like to keep a credit card out so I can buy things if I'm hungry. And you can keep that right there. You don't have to have your entire wallet / purse / whatever manly thing you use to have your stuff in your man bag. So anyway, those are the kind of the front bits. Now we get to the main pouch. And there really is only one main pouch. And that's something I'm going to consider a con. Because for me, I previously had a Targus laptop bag. And I liked how it had two of these zip kind of main compartments. And one of the reasons for that is this is where you're going to keep your laptop. Now, I have a Predator. It's about 15.5 inches or so. I think you could easily put a 17-inch in here. And it's got these nice areas to really secure your laptop. So that's nice. That's safe. And then let's open it up. So for me, I overly plan and like to keep, a million chargers, a million different little things in here. So that's what your main zippable area is. You have two of these little guys. I like to keep, mints and whatever in it. And then this front bit. Turn this around for you. So this is nice, this pouch, because I usually keep a headset in there. If you turn the ears sideways, you got to be careful because, you know, everything squishes, but headset in there. And then this is a zip pouch as well. So maybe you have some papers, maybe you have like a notebook or any kind of smaller electronic devices that, you know, your iPad and whatever. You can put that in there, it'll be safe. So that's your main pouch. I like this also because for me, I like to put a lot of things in my backpacks and they get bulky. So you can also clip these on the side and then really winch it in. So you can kind of compress it a little bit to stick it underneath the seat compartment a little more efficiently. So that's fun. It also has this side pocket here, which, you know, I use for my PS Vita. No judgment, no judgment. I still like it. And then the coolest thing about this backpack and the reason I'm recommending it is because I have this entire flappy area. And you wonder, what is this, right? It's thick and zips. What it is a way for you to carry all of your electronics that aren't your laptop. Let's say you have a gaming system. Again, think esports. You can put that in here. These little guys all come out, and you can customize them however you want to do. There's some more of them too. I don't have them all in here because it's just excessive. So that's how you can carry your gaming systems. But for me, haha, sometimes a convention is 3 or 4 days, and I don't feel like putting a checked bag. So for me, I can get 3 to 4 days worth of clothes, Marie Kondo style, folded up nicely in here, and a pair of shoes, or more than one pair of shoes. And I usually keep my laptop charger in here too. So this is neat. It's neat to have this hidden compartment. It does make the bag a little thicker, as you can see, and that's why the winching is a little bit important for me there. But it's very useful, and also for me, I get the added pleasure of confusing TSA agents because they don't understand when they're looking through the scanner that there's a back compartment, and really throws people off, especially if they want to search your bag and take it and they'll look in the front and go, oh, I don't know where that is. It's because it's in the back. Now again, one of the cons for this is the fact that it's bulky because of those back bits. So if you're not putting anything in the back, you know, you might want to flatten all of the little Velcro compartmentalization areas just so you don't have this bulk. The other thing is, if you don't have TSA pre-check, I'm speaking to Americans here who will know and feel my pain, which I do have TSA pre-check. I just got it. That means that you have to go through the line, take your laptop out, take your shoes off, all the excessive American things that we do. And if you do have to take your laptop out, unlike the Targus that had those 2 little flaps that you could put things, your laptop and everything else is all in this area. So that means if you've got a sweatshirt shoved in here, if you have stuff in here, it's going to kind of spill out. So keep that in mind if you have to take your laptop in and out a lot. It's kind of a pain just to have this one. But that, coupled with the battery scenario over here, is pretty good. I think it's nice to have all the features that are available in this, the customization, etc. So that is called the Level 3 backpack from MetaThreads. MetaThreads is neat. They have, I guess I would describe it like a bit of a tech and style join when it comes to their stuff. One of their cool lines recently was LAN, L-A-N, you know, those of you who like networking. It was neat. They had like just very simple kind of phrases and letters, and then just, you know, some basic stuff that would make you realize that this is a network. But I like that style, and it's not, I would say, gender specific. It has a simplicity. A lot of it is black. It can kind of be worn by anyone. So check that out on MetaThreads. Anyway, that is my backpack review. So hopefully you like that. Again, occasional, I'm not out to like sell you a bunch of stuff. And this, honestly, I'll be real, I got this on eBay because it does run around $150, depending where you get it. And I wanted to pay like $115, so I got this on eBay. But, you know, you can find it. There's a lot of sales, and they have sales at conventions too. So I did use this at E3 in Los Angeles, and I found out about it at PAX East. They have a really friendly staff at their booth, told me a lot about it, and I got to kind of see it. And I was thinking about it for a while after that, before I took the leap and made the purchase. But I plan to use this at PAX West, and I will be at PAX West end of August for work and also for pleasure. So if you're going to PAX West, say hey, let me know. And we'll have more Gray Area podcasts coming up. I'm playing Deep Rock Galactic right now, so I don't know if you're into it's a mining game, obviously, with dwarves, and it's kind of you're down in the caverns underneath inside these asteroids. You're mining for different minerals. You're kind of doing your grindy quests. And there's all these insects that come and try to stab you and kill you as you're doing that. So yeah, it's awesome, and it's really meant to be played with 4-person team. So it does kind of encourage co-op as you're doing that. But anyway, I'm going to be live streaming that fairly soon, and maybe get the developers on. I have mixed feelings about it, and I'll be talking about that. It's in early access right now. Also, My Time in Portia is finally launched, no longer in early access. So hopefully you get to talk to Team 7 about that, or Team 17. So anyway, thank you for watching, and keep up with the Gray Area podcast on iTunes and pretty much everywhere you can find an RSS. I'll see you at PAX West.